Okay, if you recently bought a forward blue laser machine, there's a few things you need to do so you can get started. And the first thing you need to do is this bracket here that slides in and out is affixed to the bottom plate there with these brackets there. The reason why forward does this is so while it's in transport, whether it's on a plane, a train, boat, I don't know, that this thing doesn't shift on you and perhaps get damaged. So there's going to be a screw up there and a screw down there in the bottom, which we already removed, and this comes out, their little L brackets. So make sure you remove those, and we're going to basically show you what they include, and we're doing our setup ourselves, so we're going to go through it just so you can see it. But once you get everything out of the packaging, you're going to notice you have these I don't know what they call them, but they're to get your X and Y axis correct just by using these little test plates, I guess you can call them. And you're going to have this laser location bracket. Make sure you keep that. This little metal ball that's going to be used to get the laser right in between the phone and the actual focal point, just like you see there. You're going to have these wrenches, and the 1, 2, and 3, the third one, okay, starting from the biggest to the smallest, is the one that you're going to use to get that bracket out, which would be this one right here. And just want to point something out: the 2 L brackets that came off of the machine, you want to keep these around in case you ever have to send it somewhere, or if you're moving from one place to another, you're moving shop or whatever, or if you're selling the machine. That's one way to keep it from shifting on you. It does include this USB drive, which is where you're going to have the files to, as the phones come out and you have more back glass models, you're going to have your connector to the machine and your safety glasses for the blue laser. So that's pretty much everything they include. I'm putting it down here so you can see in case you are missing something. They said they were going to send 15 of these. Count them. I got 13. But anyway, I hope I don't need that many to get this thing tested and to get it to center as far as the laser. You do want to use it here before you start putting any phones in there. So just make sure you have this, of course, the laser head, which we're going to also put together, but make sure you have everything that you see here. If you're missing something, let them know so that they're aware of it. If it's something simple like these wrenches, you just go to the hardware and buy it. But if it's something major like your actual laser head, then you need to contact them. Even this cable, if you're missing it, it's a regular cable that goes into desktops and printers and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and see what else. Okay, so I also want to point out that just like we had to remove the L brackets down here, you're going to have this part up here that also needs to be removed. This screw, and then you can just remove the sticker also. It's going to be the same wrench that you used at the bottom, same screws, so get that out of the way too. Make sure you do this. This is important. So what I have done is I have put these L brackets and all the screws that came out to hold the thing together in this little Ziploc that came with the USB was actually in here. So keep this around in case, like I said, if you need to transport the machine, you're moving locations, selling it, shipping it, whatever the case may be, you want to make sure you keep this around so you can put it back and then kind of keep it steady while it's moving from one place to another. And once we have that out of the way, you just want to make sure and you test this, make sure it swings. You also want to make sure this slides in and out. And then the next thing we're going to do is install a laser head. So we're going to remove these little 6 screws, and that's exactly where the laser head's going to go. So to get the 6 screws out, you're going to use the 3rd wrench from the smallest to the largest. Count from the smallest, 1, 2, and 3, and it's the 3rd one, and that's the one for your screws. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to put 1 screw on one side at the top, like you see here. Don't do these yet, and then put one on the bottom on the other side. That will stabilize the laser head so you have your hands more freely. And be careful when you are removing these. because you can easily drop it. I dropped one that went way back there, and I had to use a magnetized antenna tip to get it. So just be careful when you remove them to put your laser head on. But you want to put one on one side on the bottom, and then one on one side at the top. And then now you have your hands free to put these two and the other two back here. Okay, once you've got your laser head installed, you're going to see that there's a knob right here. What you want to do is you want to turn it, loosen it, and that will help you lower the laser head. So now you can see that it can go down and up a little bit more freely because you untightened it here. And you're going to be doing this as you work on different phones. So just let it come down, and you see how it can go up and down now. And then you're going to locate at the top, there's a white plug there, and that's where this dangling wire is going to connect to. So make sure it can only go in one direction. So make sure you're going to do it the right way, because there's pins on here that can only go in one direction, and I wish I can get a better, but you can kind of see there how they go. There you go, that's a better shot. But that's telling you that these pins can only go in one direction, okay? So for reference, you want to make sure that your red cable, red wire, is facing you, the yellow wire's facing towards the back of the machine. So you want to have it like that. That's how you know you have it properly connected. It would, even if you try to put it the other way around, it won't go through, but you can easily damage those pins. So make sure you're doing it this way. Okay, so here are some things that the Laser Blue or Forward company tells you to do. When you connect this, you want to make sure that, or before you even provide power, you want to make sure that this switch is like you see it now. So it's over to the left, you want to flip it to the right, connect the cable, and then you're going to flip this on. Once you see the light on, your machine is going to tell you it's booting. The screen should light up like that. And then on the inside, a couple things should be going on. That fan in the back should be on when the machine is on. Doesn't matter if you're running the laser or not. And then up top you're going to see a red blinking light. That's just the status light. And what you want to do next is put in this plate, the laser location bracket, on there. So you want to get that out of the way. And if you look here, it tells you please put your mobile phone like this. This is the top, this is the bottom. So top of the phone over here, usually where the front camera is. On this side, bottom of the phone, if your connector is down there where you charge it, that should be a good reference for you. Then what they want you to do is you're going to get the little blue rod that they gave you, and you want to put it just underneath that arrow. You don't want to push it in too deep, just right where the arrow is, because remember at the center here of this laser head is the actual laser lens. So you don't want to go deep and in there and touch the lens at all. You just want to get it in there right at the edge, okay? So the way I have it right now, you can see I'm not even touching it. It's there. The reason why you want to do that is that's exactly where you want to calibrate it. But I'm just doing this so you can practice, okay? Once you get that done, what you're going to do is put one of these plates, or testing plates, I don't know what they are, testing glass, just so you can calibrate it. So once you got that done, you just want to make sure you know what you're doing here. You don't want to get it over to the center of the lens, okay? Just kind of on the edge, okay? Get the ball right on the edge, like that, okay? So as you can see here, what I had to do is just pull back on these two sides here, kind of open them up a little bit just so you can get that testing plate in there. And you want to slide your laser head a little bit to the left, just so that that little ball there does not land in the middle, because then it won't be calibrated properly. You want to have it right kind of where that forward sign is as a reference point. And this should be just like really loose, like a pendulum. That's why you see that it's not being held by anything. But if you put it on there, just like I have it, right at the tip, remember you don't want to go in too deep. That's pretty much your sweet spot, okay? And then once you have it there, you want to go to your knob. Remember there's a knob back there, that knob over there. You just want to tighten that. Okay, so once you have that tightened, which is exactly what I did now, this should just slide out without much force, just a little bit of force, not a lot, but it should just come out just like that. Okay, once all that's done, you want to make sure you close your door. You're going to come over to the screen here, and if it's not unlocked, then just press unlock. But mine is already unlocked. I'm going to hit language, and then you can select your language: English, Spanish, and I guess that's Chinese and Russian. You hit your language. And then you're going to go and press carving, and you're going to look for the page that has the forward on it, this one right here. Okay, you're going to press it, and then because it's going to carve the actual glass that we put in there, so you have the selection of figures, and I don't know what that is, clankle, but anyway, you're going to select figures, okay? And then you're going to hear the laser inside kind of doing its thing. And if you want to take a look inside, you can always put on your safety glasses, but it'll give you kind of like a progress of how it's doing down here. And you just want to see what it does as it's carving that plate. And that's basically the reason why those plates are there, is to help you calibrate the machine so you don't mess up your customers' phones. I strongly suggest you buy some broken back phones, either iCloud locked or blacklisted phones, or phones that are just no good, and try it out for yourself. Maybe your first one or your second one, or just buy one that you want to fix yourself and then just resell it before you start working on a $1,000 phone, basically. So you'll see in there, and I do have my safety glasses on. It is not recommended that you look in there, even though this is tinted. But as far as the phone camera, it's not your eyes, it's just the camera that's recording what's going on. But it's basically going to carve it, 73% done, and this is what's going to help you calibrate this machine. Calibration is the key. It is extremely important. If you're off by a little bit, you can go over, and there are some other precautions you want to use when you're working on a phone, and maybe we can do that on another video, but for now we're just getting it set up, and it's almost done, 98%. Looks like it's almost done there, 99%. There we go, it's done now, 100%. Okay, so once it's at 100% and you've seen the laser is no longer moving inside, it's safe to open it up. You want to go ahead and get your little glass out. You can see where the laser burned, that it is working. Want to take it out. Okay, what I did is I took it out and I have it set down here so you can see the difference between one that hasn't been burned as far as the laser goes, and then this one that has all these engraving marks all around the actual plate, and then around the center there. So it looks like it's just a little bit off. I'm really focusing in there a lot, just so you can see, you know, it does need a little bit of adjusting. So that's the part where you want to make sure you take your time, don't rush yourself, just to get it centered. It looks like there's more white here than you can see here. Okay, and down at the bottom there's a little bit of white there, and there's almost none at the top. So you really have to be meticulous, and obviously by centering this, the part in the center itself should also calibrate itself, because this is like one whole piece. But I wanted to put one that hasn't been touched yet so you can see what the laser actually does on these little testing plates. So on another video, perhaps, I don't know, I may just do it and then talk about it later. I don't know. It's going to take a lot of patience on my behalf, but I'm going to go ahead and also get this thing calibrated.